Hey, what's going on? I am going to put together a quick video here to give you the basics on the eXp business model and why agents are freaking out. And when I say freaking out in a good way about all the benefits that they have. So let me share my screen and let's go to this guy here. And let's go here and let's get this going here. Let me see here. Let me move this and show you guys. Okay, so let's get it rolling here. We'll get right into it and we'll see if we can get this done in a timely manner. All right, hold on one second. Where's it going to get things rolling here? All right, cool. Introduction to eXp Realty. So who am I? If you know me, you know me. If you don't, this is good. Mike Quail. I was inducted into the RE/MAX Hall of Fame, was there for a lot of years, sold a lot of property. I was #1 agent out of 220 agents out of my Keller Williams office. And I've sold over 700 homes in my career. And I've also helped coach and train agents going from 0 sales to 40 in a year. I've won some other awards, and I actually earned over $300,000 in eXp stock in my first 18 months at eXp, which is pretty cool. And I'll get into how I did that. And I'm a real estate and business growth coach. One of my senior partners at eXp that if you ended up joining our network right here at eXp, our group at eXp, Top Agent Experts Network, Mike Gerbic, he is the $1 billion agent, and he would actually be a mentor to you if you joined in our network. So that's one of the benefits of specifically joining in our network. And he sold over 7,500 homes in his career, ran a top 10 team in the United States. They did over 1,000 homes a year. He had 6 expansion offices, sold his brokerage. Just not only he's just a great guy. He's super nice. He cares about people, and he's just a really cool dude. You can Google him, Mike Gerbic. It's funny, he wears Superman t-shirts a lot. He's just a good guy. He has a big heart, as well as being a great business person. So what I'll cover today is who we are, our business model, compensation, how we're cloud-based, the community that we have, and we can talk to you about joining the team that's breaking down boundaries. I know I did a while back in October 2019 is when I came over, and it was the best decision I ever made, and it will be for you too. All right, so just to let you know a little of the history of the growth. Check this out, just 2016, geez, just less than, 1,000 agents, and they have broken all of RE/MAX's records, all of Keller Williams' growth records, just shattered them. So look at, this is agent count here. So as of fourth quarter 2020, we were at 42,000. I'm recording this right now, and it's July 2021. And I think we have not 50,000, but I think 55,000 agents. And we've just grown like crazy. When I joined the company here, fourth quarter 2019, yeah, they had just about 20,000 agents. So, and now we're up to almost 60,000. So you're not alone if you're excited about this. Lots of other agents have gotten excited and have come over. All right, so the average agent is always trying to figure out how to make more money, and if you're running a team, how to do this, how to do that. We're always, as solo agents or team members or brokers, trying to figure everything out. And eXp has solved a lot of problems for the solo agent, for the team leader, and even the broker owner. That we have all 3 people that have benefited, all 3 avatars, if you will, have benefited from coming over to eXp. So we have, check this out. We went from yellow cab to Uber, right? Whoever thought you'd get into a stranger's car that wasn't even a professional driver and feel more comfortable than getting into a taxi? It's funny, I saw a taxi the other day driving on the highway, and it was, man, it was a dog, man. The old car, bad shape, rust on it. The driver's got the window rolled down, smoking a bud. He's got a poor passenger in the back. I'm like, wow, that used to be the way it was with stinky cabs. And now, of course, you get into an Uber, and normally it's like a clean car because the person wants a good rating. It just shows you how life changes. Certainly booking directly at hotels, to all the hotels.com and all the other websites. And then Blockbuster, man, are you going to go to the Blockbuster this weekend and go rent a movie? No, of course not. You're going to stream it on the web. Sears, they're gone, put out of business by Amazon. Old-fashioned brokerages are being replaced by a cloud brokerage. So these, what do these have all in common? They operate on the cloud, and that's what eXp does. We don't have your traditional brick and mortar office. So here's this is not what I'm going to show you right now is not part of the corporate slideshow. This is just a different way of thinking of it. And so a lot of people have explained it this way, and it makes sense. So the old model, think about it as your traditional model. You have the international Coldwell Banker, which is like NRT, the big conglomerate, or Remax International, or Keller Williams International. They are at the top of this sort of a pyramid of the traditional business. Okay, so then below that, International says, hey, we're gonna say, hey, we're gonna start Remax International or Keller Williams. We're gonna sell regions. We're gonna find people to buy the rights to the region. Hey, the Northwest, the Southwest, Northeast, Midwest, whatever, Mid-Atlantic. And the regional owners, now they own it, the rights to it. They then have to hire local franchisees. Hey, will you open up an office in Danvers or Beverly or Peabody or whatever town it is? They find a local owner to open it. It'd be like, say, in Keller Williams would be they call it a market center, and they do that. And that broker owner needs to shell out a whole bunch of money for the rights, plus pay for leases and all this other stuff to get there. So they all need dollars, right? So what's happening is the dollars are flowing this direction up this way. Then the local franchise owner has to find a office manager, a recruiter, a team leader, right? And they need to get paid as well. And then they have to go for the office, from the utilities, leases, maintenance. I mean, some of these offices can have $10,000, $20,000 a month leases of overhead, and that has to be paid for by what? Agent commission, right? There's no other dollar that's coming in besides that. And the agent is at the bottom of this kind of pyramid here, right? And I joke, just I say pyramid because once in a while people say eXp is a pyramid scheme. There's no scheme to it. Everything's a pyramid. You have your president of the United States and people down from there. I mean, like, you have president of companies. It's just leadership, right? So it's driven by the broker, and the agent needs to pump in all the money up here to make it happen. So eXp, what's cool is they're different. They don't have a region. They don't have local franchises. They don't have a local recruiter or office space. So they've saved all of this money, right? And where does this money go? It doesn't go into International's pocket. It goes back to the agent. So this is the big difference. This is why eXp can pay agents so much more and deliver value, because they don't have this overhead. So that's the big thing to understand. So the new model, the eXp model, puts the agent on top and a company below to support the agent, or agent-driven, agent-owned. So we have three things that you need to keep in track of that have made eXp different. DT, which is what we call disruptive technology. Remember on the slide before I showed you, the app company like Uber, they have the app that changed things. That was their disruptive technology. So eXp, we have our cloud office, which helped eliminate all of this expense. So that's the big thing. Now, I kind of think the cloud office is a little funny, the little cartoon characters that walk around, but what's deadly serious about that and profitable to you as an agent who join eXp is all the money saved by having our cloud office goes into your pocket. Then the next thing that makes eXp different, we have stock ownership. The company is owned by the agents, which we get the benefit from, and have ownership. So we have a say in what goes on. And then revenue share. We actually share the revenue off the top. Keller Williams has a profit share model. We have a revenue share model. So instead of sharing small amounts of profit, we share big amounts of revenue off the top, which is predictable and sustainable. So I'll get into that. All right, so we're one agent owned brokerage, not a franchise. History of real estate, I won't get into too much of this, but look, all these different ways things have gone about it from, Century 21, the 70s was the hot thing. 80s Remax, Coldwell Banker Realty, 90s, Keller Williams in the 2000s, all these founders, billionaires, Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway. Now 2020 beyond, you and I and eXp Realty, we're agent owned, and we have created more millionaires than any other brokerage in history just in the last couple of years. All right, so our founder, Glenn Sanford, he is an awesome dude, super humble, super smart. He had important roles in internet startups before launching a real estate career in 2002. His fourth year in real estate with a major national franchise, actually Keller Williams. His team closed more than 60 million in real estate by connecting with consumers online. Glenn believed that agents and brokers do the heavy lifting in real estate, and he thought they deserved the bulk of the benefits. So in 2009, he formed the first cloud brokerage, eXp Realty, right? So how we made it today. So 2019, it was founded. The real big growth really started in 2016. So this was all this in the middle was just kind of getting things going, figuring out the model. I remember somebody mentioned it to me, maybe here 2015 or something. I'm like, what? I don't even know what it was about. But 2015, this was a big deal. They launched the Agent Equity and Icon program, and I'll get into why that was such a big deal. And top producers started to come over. Into it. So the values, eXp has awesome values. What I like right here, fun, don't take yourself too seriously. We're agile, we innovate, integrity, transparency, very transparent about everything that happens, collaboration. All right, so the business model. Let's get to the comp, which I think is what most people want to hear right off the top. So no desk fees, royalty fees, or franchise fees. Commission and cap. It's an 80-20 split with a $16,000 cap. After you cap, after you paid in $16,000, which in my market, well, it's about $80,000. So in my market, it might be 8 home sales, which is about $10,000 is the average commission in my area. It could be more depending on what you do. So after you pay in $16,000, you now earn 100% commission for the remainder of that year, that 12-month running year. Resets every year, but once you do that, then you have no more commission due. There is a $250 cap transaction fee. And once the cap transaction fee totals $5,000, then the cap transaction fee is reduced to $75. So the company has to get paid something to just have the staff to process things for you. So that's it. Cost $149 startup, whatever. Let's just get things going. Then $85 a month cloud brokerage fee, which that pays for your website, which normally be about a $500 a month website that you get with a great company called KV Core. And then there's a $25 transaction review fee on each for your broker to actually look at the deal, and a $40 risk management fee. So the per transaction caps at $500. So you don't pay that forever. Once if you've paid up to $500, that's gone for the year. So those fees phase right out. But basically the big picture here, 80-20 split, $16,000 cap. If you're a team leader or you have a traditional team, your team members get a half cap. So they only pay an $8,000 cap before they go to 100%. All right. Now, equity opportunities. Agents can become shareholders at eXp Realty. I shared with you in the beginning, hey, geez, I've earned over $300,000 in stock, which is pretty amazing. So 3 different ways you can do it. They have the sustainable equity plan. So each year you earn shares on your first transaction. So every time you sell a house for your first year, each year, each 12-month, running 12-month, you get stock. And when you cap, you get stock again. And then if an agent that you actually referred into the company does a deal, you get paid some stock as well. It's awesome. It's not a ton, several $100s of stock each time for those, but geez, it's several $100s more than I'm getting paid at, my traditional brokerage, right? So how much stock does your broker give you when you close on your first deal? The answer is none, because other companies don't do it. All right, now Icon Agent Award. This is a game changer for any top producers. This is what started bringing the big players to eXp in the beginning, around 2016 when it really started to kick in. So if you sell, it's about 25 to 27 sales in my marketplace. At that point, you qualify as a big top producer at eXp, and you win the Icon Award, and you're given up to $16,000 in stock upon achievement of certain production. That's about 25, 27 sales in my market. And if you just kind of help out a little, attend some webinars, do a couple small things, you earn $16,000 in stock for the year, which is amazing. So basically, if you're a top producer selling 25, 28 homes a year, you get your cap back, right, in stock. And then the Agent Equity Program, which I did, and I'm so glad that I did it. You can be enrolled to be paid 5% of every transaction commission with stock at a 10% discount. So I use 5% of my commissions to buy the stock, which is traded on the NASDAQ, at a 10% discount. So if it's trading at $10 a share, I would get to buy it at $9 a share, an instant 10% increase return on my money. Obviously, stocks go up, stocks go down. I benefited quite a bit from earning stock in all three of these categories. My first 18 months at eXp, the stock also went from very, very small to quite large. But stocks go up, stocks go down. I do believe in the stock long term. That's my personal position. I don't give out stock advice, but really cool to be part of the company. Not only can you earn real dollars, and by the way, a lot of people say you can't sell this stock and you're stuck with it. These two here, where they're giving you the stock for free, there's a 3-year vesting. So you have to stay with the company 3 years to be able to cash that out, which is fine. They give it to you for free. They'd like you to stay. I like it because it brings sustainability to agents. Like, we don't have agents coming and going. It keeps people here because there's benefit. The agent equity program, you can sell that whenever you want. As a matter of fact, I sold a good chunk of mine so I could put it down as a down payment on real estate. Real estate's a good investment, right? So that's what I did. So a lot of your stock can be sold. Anything you're buying with this program, you can sell whenever you want. Okay, and then we pay out 50% of the money that goes to corporate gets paid back to agents. Isn't that crazy? So out of that, remember there's $16,000 cap that goes up to corporate to help run the company. The company shares 50% of that back with the agents who have helped build the business. So that is just bonkers. So on top of the great splits and caps and technology, they share back the money that they're actually bringing in. So corporate shares it back to the agents. Why? Because they don't have all the overhead to pay for. And Glenn wanted to make this company about the agent. So I'll get into how that works. So Mr. Wonderful, you know him from Shark Tank, of course. Go back here. So he says revenue share, it's getting paid off the top, not the bottom. The revenue share plan. So eXp revenue share plan is one way that eXp rewards its agents for attracting new agents to join eXp. Simply, an eXp agent can sponsor a new agent to join eXp. Once the new agent begins closing on transactions, the sponsor receives a percentage of the company revenue from sales activity of their sponsored agent until their annual commission cap of $16,000 is reached. Important note, eXp pays that share, not the agent. It's taken from the 20% of the commission received by eXp and paid to the sponsor monthly. So basically, we'll get into a little bit how that works. So the single agent revenue share, you basically get, if you introduce anyone into the company, you get paid a referral fee of 3.5% of their transaction, right? So if they did a $10,000 transaction, you get paid $350. And you get paid not only on the first transaction they do, but the second, third, fourth, whatever, up to $2,800. So once they cap, so once they do at least $80,000 in commission, you don't get paid any more. But the next year, it starts all over and you get paid again. So year in and year out, eXp says, thank you very much for introducing this top producer to our team, or not even top producer, because it could be someone that just sells a few houses. So you get paid 3.5% of the gross commission. Think of it like a referral fee that eXp corporate is paying back to you, which is amazing. So now, when I was told about this company, I first of all said I wasn't interested. I was at Keller Williams, and I was very happy at Keller Williams, great company. And I thought to myself, I'm either going to stay at Keller Williams forever, or I'm going to go independent, open up my own shop. And then my business coach, actually Mike Gerbic, said, geez, you really should take a look at it. It is different. I said, dude, don't even talk to me about it. Whatever. And he's like, oh, they have good splits, stuff like that. I'm like, splits, I have good splits at KW. I mean, these were better, but I wasn't going to make a change because of that. So for me, it was this. So everyone is going to be something different. But for me, it was this. It was a way towards retirement and passive income. And almost, you know how you always want to own rental property and, talk about passive cash flow and owning rentals, which I've done, which can be good and can be bad. I mean, if you have bad rentals, it's a nightmare. So you can earn passive income through helping the company grow. You do not have to do this. This is just cherry on top. But he showed me his sales manager that used to work for his company had joined eXp 18 months prior. And he showed me a screenshot of what he was earning per month from these bonuses. And he had, I think, brought in 15 or 16 people directly. And he was making $30,000 a month in these referral fees. or revenue share, they call it. I was like, you kidding me? Like $30,000 times 12. What is that? That's $360,000. I was like, that's bonkers, dude. So, and now that particular person, Adam Bailey, he's making even more. I think he's making 80,000 a month or so. So he's going to be close to $1 million in referral fees because he's helped grow the company. And I think he's introduced, 29 people to do that. So what happens is he's introduced 29 people, but those 29 people, some of them help grow the company as well. And eXp will pay you bonuses with up to 7 different people that join the company, like kind of 7 levels deep. It's a little confusing, but just know that as it grows, they pay you more. So that's really cool. So you can keep selling houses, earn stock, and if you choose to, help the company grow, because it's a phenomenal company for agents, even if they don't want to take advantage of this revenue share. But if you do help the company grow, you know how much you'll get paid to do it, and it's significant. So that's what the whole revenue share is about. So for me, I love selling houses, but I would also love to be making money while I'm on the beach. And this allows you to do that because you can refer people into the company, and the company trains them, takes great care of them. The customer service staff takes care of them, and you just get paid a referral fee as a thank you for bringing them in. It's crazy. Now, Keller Williams is a similar model, but it was based upon profit. And so I say, if you did Keller Williams profit share and you really worked hard at it, it might be vacation money, maybe 10 grand a year, maybe. But for most people, it's like a couple $100s a year. So it's not that life changing. eXp, people are making a lot more. I mean, Adam Bailey was making 30,000 a month, 360 a year. Now that's not typical, but there's people making a lot more than Adam. So if you could, on top of your commissions, make an extra $3,000 a month, would that help you cover some of your monthly bills, right? Could that make a difference? Could you pay off some bills or maybe upgrade your home, get a bigger home, different mortgage? How would that help you out? So, and you could earn that $33,000 a month, just by sponsoring in a handful of people over like a 2-year period. It's not even a lot. So that's great. Again, totally optional. You don't have to take advantage of it, but it is phenomenal for those that do. So they just talked about how you continue to earn. So you get anyone that you personally brought in, you get 3.5% referral fee given to you per deal. And then if they bring anybody in, you get 3.8% of those deals, 2.4. So it kind of goes on like that. It gets a little confusing, but just know that you bring in some people, the company rewards you, and it turns into a lot of dollars. If you'd like more information on that, I'll let you know how that works. But just know that the dollars get big very quickly. Just talking to a friend of mine, she's doing making $8,000 a month from this, and she's been with eXp, I think, a year. So this is how you can actually do it, where it actually pays off your cap. So if you actually brought 6 agents in and you get $2,800 total referrals, that's the max you can make per agent. You make $16,000, right? So over 2 years, could you do that? Now even if you're not an icon agent and getting that stock award for $16,000, you could pay off your cap just with that, right? And then to put this in perspective, this is an example regarding yearly income and a financial advisor. So a financial advisor says, hey, if you had a nest egg, you never want to take more than 4% out. And if you took 4% out of, say, a $900,000 nest egg after taxes, you could have a monthly income of $3,000 a month, or yearly $36,000. So like you could save $900,000 after taxes. I don't know how many realtors you know that have actually saved in the bank $900,000 and are making 4% on it. Probably not many. So let me walk you through how this works. If you were to if you wanted to do this and you like this and you were motivated, you love the company and you want to do it. I am doing this. I do love the company. I think it's the best thing for agents out there. You attract 6 capping agents, right? And then over a 2-year period, they each get 1 person to come into the company. Not a lot. There's your $3,000 a month right there. So there's your $36,000. So you could either save $900,000 or help this company grow, and you can make that kind of money. So that's sort of a nice perspective on how powerful this revenue share compensation is. Again, cherry on top. Some people don't do any of this, but it's there. So it's up to you if you ever want to participate in that. So, and then if you wanted to get bigger, so like some of those other numbers I talked about, you know, if you, hey, let's get after this, let's sponsor 10 people, and now you're making 28,000. They bring in 10 people after a couple of years. Now you're making, you know, that basically 30,000 a month or 29,000 a month, 348,000 per year on top of your commission. So that's my plan, and I can help you do that as well. If you join the company, you would be in my network, and I would be motivated to help you grow your financial future, because I would get compensated as well for helping you grow. And again, it doesn't come out of the agent's pocket, comes out of corporate. That's what's beautiful about this. So, you know, what if they don't cap, they half cap, so meaning like, let's say they don't all sell at least 80,000 GCI, they do 40,000 part-timers. Well, you know, these numbers just get cut down, but, you know, could you use another 174,000 a year while you're sitting, you know, my guys on the beach? Yeah, you could, right? Why not? So that's it. Now let's get into agent healthcare. So eXp has partnered up with Clearwater Benefits, and they are saving agents a ton of money. As a matter of fact, I have a family of three, I have 3 girls, and a wife, and our insurance is about $1,600 a month. I am about to switch over to the eXp healthcare, and it's going to be $900 a month. So I'm going to save $700 a month, and all my doctors are covered by it. My wife said, I'm not changing if our doctors aren't covered. I called it all the doctors, they're covered. The plan is fantastic. So that's a big benefit for a lot of agents. So we're cloud-based. You can work anywhere, right? So you could get a physical office if you want to. That's fine. Most agents work from their house. If you like a office, we do have contracts, physical office with Regis corporate office suites. So they're all around the world, all around America, all around metro areas. For our area in North Shore, Boston, we have one right here, right in Middleton. So it's a Regis office. You get a free membership to the kind of the communal workspace, and you get discounts on, if you wanted to rent private office space, you could. And if you just want like a meeting room once in a while, you can just use their meeting room. I think there's a small fee for using it on like a per hour basis, but you wouldn't need it very often. And it's a lot cheaper than renting a full office. So, and we're in the cloud. Everything is cloud-based, so you don't need an office, but if you did want one, you could have one. We have ours as of this recording right now in Danvers. So yeah, we have eXp Enterprise, which is the dashboard, shows you everything. We have a transaction management software with SkySlope. We have eXp Workplace, which is actually, it's a Facebook product, but just for corporations privately. So tons of community in there, tons of chats on any topic you want. We have our CRM, which is incredible, KV Core, which normally would be about $500 a month. You get for free your basic part of your $85 tech fee. We have tons of live training. Yeah, in your office right now, how many hours of live training do you have per week? 2, 3 hours? We have 50 hours of live training. You just go into the cloud, pick any class you want. All right, yeah, eXp Enterprise, you can just see everything that's going on with the commissions, all of your deals, use the KV Core platform, making it rain. This is really cool. So you get the KV Core platform, which is an awesome website. Then if you want to generate leads to it, you just click here on making it rain, and you just decide how much money you want to spend on advertising, and they will run all the ads to drive leads to your platform, so you can just call the leads. Transaction management software, SkySlope. Well, I still love Dotloop, so as of this recording, I still use Dotloop, and we load everything into SkySlope, but maybe at one point I'll get rid of it. Just sort of some of my legacy days from Keller Williams. I just like the software. Yeah, community platform, eXp. So this is, you can see it's like Facebook, but it's just for us. So we have our Massachusetts, we have our own group. All right, so here's CRM Lead Generation. So this is this KV Core website, phenomenal website. You can use it as a solo agent or as a team. Generate gobs of leads. So maybe if nothing resonated with you so far or was over your head, man, just keep it basic. You have an incredible website that they use from a third-party company. So they didn't try to invent their own software at this point. They just said, let's use one that works. So they partnered with KV Core and just bought a ton of these and given them to us practically for free. Live training, we talked about that. You want to learn about luxury? We have a class. You want to learn about open houses? We've got a class. You want to learn about, you know, what to do on social media? We have a class. You want to learn about video? We have some of the best agents in the country, like from California, like Kyle Whistle, who's the king of video. He'll go into the cloud and teach class. You couldn't get access to Kyle normally. He'd charge you a ton of money. We have real-time support whenever you want. So you just hop right into the world and you can get real-time support. It's amazing. Like, so you can go right into the little the world, they call it, the computer software area, which is a virtual world. Walk your little avatar up with your laptop. I mean, you're sitting at your desk, right? You open up the software and you just go to like the tech help and say, hey, I need help. Or go to the accounting office, and you speak into your computer, and the person hears you, and they speak in their computer. Like, they could be a staff member that's wherever in the world, but they're just on a laptop, and they're like, hey, Mike, how can I help you? I'm like, hey, I have a question with one of my deals. Can you check that? Yeah, no problem. Hey, I have a tech problem. They can actually log right into my computer and fix something on my computer if I go to the tech department. So from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. is the coverage. So how good is your coverage at your office? It's probably not as good because it's run by a traditional broker who's busy and has staff, right? Community, celebrate diversity, all these different groups. We're growing a ton, which if you're a stockholder like I am, and you will be, you'll love it, because the more eXp grows, the more the company's value goes up, and eventually the stock price, right? So we're growing like crazy. And what's funny is that, you think of just our little area here, but now you can think worldwide in terms of growth. If you sponsor an agent that maybe knows maybe someone locally here in the Boston area, but they have a friend who lives in New York City, and of course New York City is a metropolitan area, and that friend in New York City has friends that are brokers in Great Britain, right? And if you sponsor them, and then if Great Britain has friends in India who are brokers, right? We have people that have people in their revenue share kind of group in all these, like India and Brazil. Like, what? That's crazy. But you don't have to know somebody in Brazil, India. You just knew someone in your area, like for me, Greater Boston, who knew someone in New York City who knew someone here, right? And since I brought them into the company, I get a little referral fee from all that. So it's a really phenomenal thing. I mean, just if I was a traditional company, I can only recruit within my little area, and that's it. So we have our agent advisory council, make sure the agent has a voice. We have different offers. This different partners, right? So check this out. We have express offers. So basically, if you want to market your services as an agent, you can tell them, hey, not only will I do a great job as an agent selling your house, but if you'd like an instant offer or a cash offer, eXp has a platform for that. So you can offer homeowners an instant offer, sometimes up to from 3 different corporate buyers or 3 different investors. So they've partnered with different investors in each and every state to be part of their express offers. So you have to get certified, take the class, but now you can offer any sellers out there an instant offer, which is really cool because you can offer that. And we have different trainings on that actually in our top agent network that we show you exactly how to build the landing page, how to drive leads there, what to say when you're calling the lead back to generate more seller business. Yeah, so join the team that's breaking down boundaries. Inman says team recruitment drives, eXp support, and we're just growing like crazy. The Amazon model, zero fiscal infrastructure, real estate, you're next. Swanepoel report says eXp is a real estate phenomenon poised for success in 2021 and beyond. So we're just growing. Top independent company. Some of these stats are old, so we're just growing like crazy. We showed you this growth right here. Oh, we're profitable and sustainable. So profit, quarter after quarter profit. We have no corporate debt. We are growing like crazy. We might even be adding mortgage at some point to our future. More revenue share, more profit. No, we're not profit share, but more profit for the company. And we have no debt. We're very solid. The revenue share program, one of the objections was, oh, it can't last. They can't keep paying that out. Nope, that's set because basically the company has a set line item that they're going to pay out 50% of anything that they bring in. So they understand that. They have that expense built into their pro forma. So it's solid, guys. It's not going anywhere. Keeps growing. So if you have any questions, get back to the person that shared this video with you or reach out to me, and I can tell you more about eXp and our private network, Top Agent Network, which will give you additional benefits beyond what you're seeing from corporate, right? So we have our little kind of our group, which we have like over 1,000 members in our Facebook group, and we just share all kinds of knowledge, coaching, training, how to sell more homes, how to build a team if you want to do a team, or how to host open houses, or if you're a solo agent or a buyer agent. We have live and direct prospecting on that website, so you can listen to people actually prospect and get to hear it. We have business building, coaching. We have listing training, buying training, whatever you want on there, in addition to what everything corporate has. So if you have any questions, reach out to whoever sent you this video. And if you're ready to go, hit the join button. Go to join.exprealty.com, join.exprealty.com, and you can get your process started, get your application approved. You can wait. By the way, when you do this, you fill out the application. Nothing's going to happen. No one's going to know about it. You're just going to get approved by eXp, which normally takes a few days. So start that process soon. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks so much. And, let's do this together. Let's build a company together. Don't rent your brokerage. Be an owner at your brokerage, right? What do you tell home buyers? Don't rent, own. So now don't be a hypocrite. Do the same thing. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to stop this share and we're going to wrap up this recording. See ya.